Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and I wanted to pull a love reading today. I'm using the Soul Connections When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle cards here, and this looks like a divine couple. I have enlightenment, so this is someone who has had a spiritual awakening or is going through one, and I feel like that's both of you. With enlightenment, there's no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine, and that's what that is. Spiritual awakening means that you feel at one with spirit. You feel that soul within you, and how that soul within you, your spirit, is connected to everything around you, to everyone, to everything, to nature, to animals, to spirit itself. You're connected to everything, and you start to feel that. So I feel like that's both of you. I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck, and we have the soul card. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. But connected to the other cards of rekindle, cherish, and moment, it seems to me this is someone you've met already. So this is someone you're not currently in a connection and you might have been in the past. This is someone that's about to come back in. This feels to me like you both went on your own separate journeys. There were things that you both needed to learn, and you had to grow as a soul, both of you. And what usually happens with divine couples, with soulmates, with that kind of thing, this looks more like a twin flame reading. You can't be together with someone who's not a vibrational match, especially once you've had a spiritual awakening. Or sometimes somebody comes in just to trigger a spiritual awakening, and then you go your separate paths while you're kind of navigating that change within you. And while you're on this path of clearing old karma and raising your vibration, right? So what happens is usually there is an energetic imbalance between the two, and you can't be together while there's a vibrational imbalance. Because especially, let's say, if you're more advanced in your spirituality and if your energy is up too high compared to the other person, being together with that person, you would have to lower your energy again. And a lot of times, spirit is not going to allow that to happen. So the other person is given the opportunity to raise their vibration to meet you. And this is not just your divine counterpart. This is other people around you as well. And you will have noticed, if you're on the spiritual journey, that there's many people you've lost on the journey because they could not keep up with you. And they were given every opportunity to make the choice to do the work on themselves in order to stay with you on this journey. But for whatever reason, they have chosen not to. They have chosen to stay stagnant. So we wish them well, all the people that we've left behind. But now you probably have noticed that there are people of higher vibration that are starting to come towards you, that are now jumping in for those people, so to speak. And you're building new connections. This is like building a soul family, people that finally understand you, right? People who might have gone through similar experiences you have been through. You're finally meeting people who are on your level, right? And they can actually help you, and you don't feel so alone anymore, because one thing about a spiritual journey is it's very isolating. And there's a lot of time you spend on your own because nobody else understands. So this was definitely a journey of enlightenment. And now it seems to me you've gotten to that point where both of you are probably reconnecting, you and your counterpart. I have here rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So I feel like this is two people getting together and kind of talking about the special moments that connected them when you first met, right? Cherish your relationship. This is an opportunity for the both of you to talk about what you find so special about one another. and moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. Again, these three cards all kind of work together. This is the energy of two people reconnecting after some time apart, and talking about the past and what they found so riveting about the other person when you first met, and probably talking about your journey up to this point, right? So trust the process. This person is on their way back to you. This person is about to come back in. Now, this can be, if this is a twin flame connection, oftentimes what happens is you will run into each other, which seems like random times. And they only come in to trigger you, because that's what a twin flame does. A twin flame wants to push you to become the best version of yourself, to become the highest vibration you can be. And in order for that to happen, there are things within you that you must face. And these are things that can be from past lives. These are things that could have happened in this lifetime, in your childhood. These are things that have hurt you. These are patterns you have taken on. These are toxic things within you that you must face. And your twin flame has signed up for that. They signed up for showing you those things. So let's say they're in another relationship with someone, and every time you see them or you hear about them being in another relationship, you feel triggered, you feel jealous, you feel like you're not enough, you weren't chosen. These are all things that they're showing you that you must heal. Because if you still have an emotional reaction, a negative emotional reaction to the things that your twin flame is bringing up within you, that means that you have not healed. And as long as you have not healed, there will never come a point where you can rise to your best potential. Like, you cannot be the best person you can be if you still have all these hang-ups within you, because you will still see toxicity around you. You will still attract more toxicity towards you as long as there's toxicity within you, in your relationships with others, not just romantic relationships, but in your friendships, in family life. Anytime you have any kind of toxic trait within you, any kind of old wounds that haven't been resolved, the people around you will reflect that back to you until you heal that within yourself. And healing, it means, is to sit with it. Why does this hurt me? How has this come about in my life? How do I feel when someone does XYZ? How can I rise above this? And sometimes it can come down to you actually needing some counseling, right? Because sometimes there are things, traumatic things that have happened in the past that we cannot resolve on our own. But it's good if you can actually sit there with yourself and think about these things without immediately trying to distract yourselves from it. Because oftentimes it's the worst thing to look within yourself and look at all the things that are unhealed within you. A lot of people don't want to do that, and that is where addictions come into play. They would rather distract themselves and numb the pain than face it and deal with it, right? So this is something that's happening right now. So I feel like the two of you have done a lot of work on yourselves up to this point for this person to be coming back in. But don't be surprised if this person just comes in to deliver another trigger only to disappear again. And it really depends on how much work you have done on yourself and how much work there still is to do. There comes a point where, and I can tell you that you will never be able to heal everything in one lifetime. But when you have come to a certain point where you have healed a lot of it, where you can actually raise your vibration to a point and the other person can meet you on that same level, that's when you guys can actually be together in a relationship without setting each other off, right? Because every time you're in a relationship, that person is a mirror to you, right? That person acts as a mirror. They will mirror back your insecurities. They will mirror back your hang-ups. They will mirror back your wounds. They will trigger you. So, if you can actually be with this person without them triggering you, if you have no emotional reaction whatsoever, or if you just have positive feelings when you're around this person, then you've gotten to a place on your healing where the two of you can actually be in a harmonious relationship. And you will know this because of how being around this person is going to make you feel. Are you feeling like there's still old pain that's coming up? Or do you feel like you're happy and you feel at peace within yourself when you're around this person, or this person makes you feel at peace? So, well, that's something only you are going to be able to know by the way you feel. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Love and light. We'll talk again soon.